I totally messed up earlier and ruined my live. So I'm going live for a special edition tonight. I hope you will join me and I will take all of your questions, I promise. I'm going to say the thing that your therapist can't say. In leadership, and honestly in life, you're going to meet people who simply cannot rise to the level you need them to be. And it's not your job to drag them there. Some people are deeply committed to their own dysfunction, not because they're evil, but because accountability is uncomfortable and growth requires work that they have no interest in doing. You can't coach someone into ambition. You can't mentor someone into professionalism. You can't be patient enough to make someone respect the role or the team or you. And no pouring all of your energy into someone who refuses to grow is not compassionate leadership. It's self-neglect dressed up as dedication. At some point, you have to tell the truth. This person is not capable of operating at the level the job requires. They're not meeting expectations because they don't want to, or don't know how to, or maybe they don't believe that they need to. Your responsibility as a leader isn't to save people from their own patterns. Your responsibility is to protect the team, the work, and the standards. Let people show you who they are and then lead accordingly. If this stung a little, that means it's time to make a decision you've been avoiding. Put avoidance in the comments. Have you ever noticed how some bosses treat high performers like a bottomless well? They won't confront the slackers, so they just dump everything on the people who actually give a damn. Yeah, that circus act. Let me break this down without the corporate fluff. A leader who refuses to address low performance isn't being supportive. They're hiding. They're running a fear-based operation where avoiding discomfort matters more than developing a team. They're not managing results. They're curating optics. And guess who pays for it? The people who show up early, stay late, and carry the whole operation on their backs. If you're the one catching every dropped ball, you already feel it. The exhaustion, the resentment, the slow creep of burnout that makes you question why you ever cared in the first place. This dynamic never magically improves. So here's what someone like you, someone with standards, needs to do. First, document like you're preparing for trial. Dates, tasks, workloads, shifts, who handled what and when. No emotions, just receipts. Feelings won't protect you. Accuracy will. Second, set boundaries with executive level clarity. Say something like, I can assist short term, but long-term sustainability requires balanced workload and alignment. That's not complaining, that's leadership language. It reframes the conversation from dump it on me to respect the standard. And third, build allies, sideways, not up. Find the people who see the chaos too. Align your language around solutions. Here's the operational impact. Here's the fix. Truth gets louder when it's collective, not emotional. And listen, if your boss is yelling, threatening, finger pointing, or retaliating, we're not talking about leadership. We're talking about workplace volatility. Document it, protect yourself, and yes, start sketching the exit strategy quietly. Great employees don't flee good companies. They flee weak managers who weaponize avoidance. So stay steady, stay sharp, and don't ever let a cowardly boss rewrite the narrative. Your work ethic is not the problem. Their leadership deficit is. If this resonates, put bad boss in the comments. Own your shit. Here's your leadership lesson for the day. If you mess up, name it. Don't dance around it. And don't gaslight your team. And for the love of all that's holy, don't blame the person who can't defend themselves in the room. Owning your mistake doesn't make you look weak. It makes you look competent. Why? Because accountability builds trust. And without trust, you're not leading. You're just holding a title. Your team is watching how you show up. When things go sideways, show them how to take responsibility with clarity, not shame. Model the behavior you want to see. Own it, fix it, move on. That's leadership. I don't understand this era where people want to stay connected to you while secretly disliking you. It's wild. They don't respect you, they don't support you, but they do want a front row seat to your every move. It's like they can't stand you, but they also don't want to miss the next episode of your life. And here's the leadership truth behind that behavior. Not everyone who watches you is rooting for you. In the workplace, this shows up as the curious critic. They won't collaborate, they won't give you credit, they may even undermine you, but they will absolutely keep you on their radar because your progress, your ideas, and your influence make them uncomfortable. Why? Because growth highlights their stagnation. Your confidence reminds them of the work they haven't done. Your leadership exposes their insecurity. So here's what I want leaders to remember. Proximity doesn't equal support. Not every colleague, peer, or even team member who stays close is an ally. Some people stay close because they're tracking your trajectory, not cheering you on. Don't waste your energy trying to win them over. Lead with clarity, lead with consistency, lead with results. And let people who reveal who they really are by what they do, not by how close they stand to you. If this hit a nerve, drop leadership in the comments. You're not imagining it, you're just evolving, and people are noticing. Did you know that anywhere between 50 and 70% of individuals claiming imposter syndrome are women? And that those women are often high-achieving business professionals? Crazy, right? That is why I'm on a mission to drop the imposter. You ready to join me? So today we're going to talk a little bit about buy-in, what buy-in is and why buy-in is so important. Long gone are the days that we could say, you have to do this because it's your job. When I first started in the working field, somebody would give me a task and I'd be like, why do I need to do this? And they're like, because I told you had to. And I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this because I understood that if I didn't do it and I didn't do it the way I was supposed to, that I may not have a job or I might get in trouble at my job. And a little personal note about me is I don't like being in trouble. I hate that feeling. I don't think anybody loves it. But I will tell you, there have been plenty of times in my career where I thought that it was such a stupid idea, I just didn't do it. And I often paid the price for that, right? I think as we all do. So as managers, I think we get given a lot of tasks. We are provided with a lot of tasks where it is our responsibility to move the needle one way or the other. And maybe it's a new company direction, or maybe it's a new type of initiative. Maybe it's a cost savings. There could be a million reasons why we are given a task or a process or procedure that needs to change. And the worst thing that you can do as a manager is just turn around and give it to your team and say, okay, here you go. Now we're doing this. The team is going to go, why? What are we doing this for? How does this affect me? What's the story? And for us to turn around and say, oh, well, you have to do it because